Because of who?
Pamulandonshi.
Which means in the absence of the children of Israel, it was not shut up. When they heard about the children of Israel, it's like they rose up and shut it up securely. None went out and none came in. And then the Lord said to Joshua, Jericho is shut up. And then the Lord said to Joshua, see, I have given you Jericho. Now remember, Jericho is shut up. How does he give you something that is securely shut up? Please stay with me. I've given Jericho into your hands. I've not only given you this place called Jericho, but I have given you its king as well. I have given you the mighty men that dwell in Jericho. These are not just mighty men. They are mighty men of valor. Men of experience, men of great deeds, men who knew what they were doing. Can I have a witness of the scriptures? Okay. You shall march around the city. All you men of war, and 7 priests shall bear 7 trumpets of ram's horn before the ark. You shall march 6 times on 6 different days. But the 7th day, you shall march around the city. How many times? I'm trying to imagine Lusaka. God says to Bethel, you are going to march 7 times around Lusaka. I'm sure you develop sores on your feet. But the 7th day, you shall march around the city 7 times, and the priests shall blow their trumpets. It shall come to pass when they make a long blast with the ram's horn. And when you hear the sound of the trumpet, that all the people shall shout with a great shout, then the walls of this city called Jericho, what shall happen to the walls? They will not just fall down, but they will fall down what? Meaning there will be no brick that will stand on top of another. It shall be as smooth. And the people, turn to somebody and say, the people. And the people shall go up, every man That means if you are facing this way, you will go that same way. Amen. Let's try and fast forward this. Then Joshua, the son of Nun, called the priest and said to them, take up blah, 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 blah. Did you interpret those tongues? Let's move to verse 7. And he said to the people, proceed and march around the city, and let him who is armed advance before the ark of the Lord. And then, let's go on. So it was when Joshua had spoken to the people that the 7 priests bearing the 7 trumpets of ram's horn before the Lord advanced and blew their trumpets, and the ark of the covenant of the Lord followed them. Verse 9. The armed men went before the priests. Before the priest who blew the trumpets. Will you be able to blow a trumpet on this thing? Does it have something like a trumpet? Please sit there because I'll need you. And the rear guard came after the ark while the priest continued to blowing the trumpets. Verse 10. Now Joshua had commanded the people, saying, you shall not shout or make any noise with your voice, nor shall a word proceed out of your mouth until the day I said to you, shout, and then you shall shout. Amen.
Amen.
Turn to somebody and say amen. I want to talk to you. How do you get into a place that is securely shut? And yet, that is the place that has your promise. How, for goodness sake, do you do that? Beloved, in the Christian life, we go through plenty, actually. I don't want to say it like I am the Lord, no, but I am a man familiar with grief. I don't know about you, but every one of them, we heard the testimony here. Here is a person dead. She's on the bed. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, and so forth. The 7 dead, and 1 survived in this life. If we picked from there and said, tell us your story, by the time it gets here, we will be weeping here. Because this life is tough. Some of you, I know your stories. The Christian life, though it has these tough times, but it's a journey towards a destination. And God's desire is for us to get to that destination. We must get there. But between the now and the then, uvale zulimbe. Amen.
Amen.
Now, Very quickly, I want you to notice from that passage. Verse 1 to 5.
Verse 1 kushinta pa 5.
God
Lesa
speaks to a man.
Asosa kumuntu.
So turn to somebody and say, I am the man.
Chopile bukuleniko bamo mubeba ati noyo muntu.
But from verse 6, we only ended at verse 10, but I will say some few things about the other verses. The man speaks to the people. What does that mean? First of all, God must find the man and speak to the man. And he will not find a man who has no audience. Because when he has spoken to the man, then the man must go and speak to his audience. Because the word is not for the man. It's for the audience. God forbid that when he gives you a word and you keep it when it's meant for the people. Hallelujah. Every one of us, we reach a stage where we have to face these crossroads, these challenging moments, these wars. And Joshua here teaches us how to keep going. Amen. I don't know what your wars are. I don't know what you are wrestling with. I don't know what stands between you and the place of promise. But I know what is standing between me and the place of promise. So every one of us here will need to take this word personally. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what your situation is like. But church is a place where we come for hope, where our visions are brightened, where the desires of God for our lives are made fresh, where we are given the ammunition to fight our battles. Hallelujah. Now Jericho was tightly shut up. So, if you want to make it, tell your neighbor, if you want to make it, if you want to move on, number one, you need communication. Somebody said here that they have become a better person because something of value was communicated to them. And now they stand on their feet and have become what they have become because there was communication. God knew if they don't have communication from me, these children of Israel have no basis for going wherever they want to go. How do you get there without direction? Tell somebody, say communication. When you talk to wives, they will tell you that the challenge they have with their husbands is communication. Well, it's simple. Because men like Christian, we only use this side of the brain to process things. That's why they tell you men, when you are on the phone, don't use your right ear. Use the left one. Because it's one that is idle. But women can use both. Because their brain functions, both the right and the left, they are in function. Here is quick advice for the wise. Your husband only thinks this side of the brain. And he can only think about one thing at a time. He has no idea what multitasking is. So when you want to communicate to him, don't just speak. First draw his attention so that this side of his brain is in position. The reason you blame us for not being good communicators is because you are just talking. Draw our attention first. Then we position ourselves. When you speak, we will hear you. Joshua had to draw the attention of his men. He knows the man. He knows how he functions. And so he had to draw his attention. He says, Joshua, my servant Moses is dead. And Joshua said, okay. What do you want to say? I gave him a promise to go and possess that land. He says, yes, I remember that. It's shut up. Closed. But I'm giving it to you. Joshua said, yes. Get it. Hallelujah. Please walk with me. Joshua had a God who communicated with him. And it's God who said, that is your place. I don't know about you. Are you here and you carry a promise from God? God has spoken to you and he has told you, this is it. Joshua says, I am here. But God does not just tell him, you go. He says there are obstacles. In fact, do you remember? He had to send 2 spies. I will talk about the other spies that went there. But for now, the 2 spies, they go in Jericho. Which means, even though Jericho is shut up, it can be penetrated. There is no place on the earth where your promise is, even when it is shut up, that cannot be penetrated. Joshua picks up these guys. you go in.
Atimwe kabieni.
They went in there.
Baya ingira muri uriya musumba.
And you know the story, they came out.
Mwalishi baneliashi bafuma no kufuma.
Now,
Nomba.
it's time to use that information.
Inishita yakubomfya iliashi bayisa nalyo.
To get back into that life.
Okuti tubwelele muri
We are not taught how the two spies got there.
I
assume they jumped the wall.
But
then you are talking about a people that have been walking for almost 40 years. They must be tired. And probably they would not even climb the wall. So Joshua is just wondering, how is this going to be? But he has communication from God. I have given you that place. I have given you the king. And even their mighty men of valor, I've given them to you. So number one, you overcome obstacles and possess that is meant for you when you receive communication. Number two. Hello. The Bible says, so Joshua son of Nun called the priest and said to them, take up the ark, blah 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 blah. He repeats what God told him. I mean, as preachers, sometimes we are like parrots. He speaks, we speak. He speaks, we speak. So if it hurts, don't hate me. I'm always parroting. Hate him if you can. But don't dare. When Moses had issued those instructions, it was important for them to comply with the details, the minute detail of the instruction. So if you are going to survive, if you are going to make it to the place of promise, you need to comply with the instructions that are given. The simpler word is obedience. For those of you like my brother Andrew, who went to that school, I will not mention the name. The easiest word is obedience. But for me, who went to that school, which he didn't go, the word is comply. Tell your neighbor, comply. In the face of a great war, they needed to comply with the instructions that they were given. Now, this is not a war like this war. Those who study what they study, they say it was 4 meters high. And it was this thick. And it only had one gate. And at this gate, there were no small men like us. There were men like Goliath. You can't come in and easily go out. It was secure. That's what we're talking about. And for you to be able to penetrate that, hey, you don't need you. You need instructions from somebody. And
so
God knows that Joshua cannot make it. So he tells him what he must do. Now, I don't know how you read your Bible, but I know how I read mine. Some of you know that I'm a chemist. So in chemistry, we analyze. We are looking for details before we arrive at a conclusion. So that's how I read my Bible. And so I was reading that. And let me show you something that perhaps you have not seen before. Let's go back to the first 5 verses. I'll pick a verse from there. Verse 2.
Verse 2.
See, I have given you Jericho into your hands, its king and the mighty men of valor. Let's go. You shall march around the city, all you men of war. You shall go all around the city once. This you shall do for 6 days. And 7 priests shall bear 7 trumpets of ram's horns before the ark. But the 7th day you shall march around the city 7 times, and the priests shall blow their trumpets. And it shall come, let's fast forward, where he says, and when we hear the long blast, you shall do what? You shall shout. Now, give me verse 10.
Verse 10.
Now Joshua, when he goes to speak to these people, listen to what he says. You shall not shout or make any noise with your voice, nor shall any word proceed out of. Now, is that what God said? Did God say anything like that? Come on. If you go back to where God spoke to the man, that was not included. So where is it coming from? Ask your neighbor, where is it coming from? Joshua is a young man. When Moses is given the command to take the children of Israel to the promised land, Joshua watched what was going on with these people. What's your name again? Francis. Joshua was observing how hard it was for Moses to lead these people. And one of their biggest weapons was their mouth. Come on, can you do that with me, please? The mouth. Let me give you a few examples. Exodus chapter 14. Exodus chapter 14 and verse 10, please. And when Pharaoh drew near, they have come out. And then they hear behind them the chariots. Pharaoh is coming after them. When the children lifted their eyes, and behold, the Egyptians were coming. So they were very afraid. And the children of Israel cried out to the Lord. Give me verse 11. Then they said to Moses, can you read that with me, please? 1, 2, 3, go. Because there were no graves in the Egypt, have you taken us away to die in the wilderness? Why have you so dealt with? In other words, you made a mistake. And Joshua is listening to them. Their mouth. So can you try and do something with me, please? Funga kinwa. Exodus chapter 16. In case you didn't believe me the first time. Chapter 16.
Chapter 16.
And they journeyed from Elim. And all the congregation of the children of Israel came to the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai. On the 15th day of the second month after they departed from the land of Egypt. Give me the next verse. Then the whole congregation, what did they do? How do you complain? Let's give me the next verse. Oh, that we should have died by, oh, how we had died by the hand of the Lord in Egypt. We should have just died in Egypt when we sat by the what? The pots of meat and the what? The bread to the full.
We used to eat to the full.
Be careful when you are full. Because your mouth will make useless utterances. And for you, you have brought us out into this wilderness to kill us. Joshua is watching how Moses is struggling with this. Tell somebody, say, be careful with your mouth. Exodus 17.
17.
Then all the congregation of Israel set out on their journey. Let's go. Let's keep moving. No. Please give that back to me. Verse 1. Give me back verse 1. According to the commandment of the Lord, so they kept moving and they camped in left him. But there was no what? There was no what? So now the next word. Therefore the people did what? And what did they say? Give us water that we may drink. Bishop, you probably may have people, not this one, these are very good people. But people in future who will come. Give us bread to eat. The what? Mouth. Tell your neighbor, especially you, I know you, be careful with your mouth. The mouth can help you not to comply with instructions. In other words, the mouth can be a hindrance. And Joshua knows that. So when he goes to the children of Israel, he makes sure that as they are walking around, nobody should say a word, lest discouragement comes. He did that because
he knew the people he was dealing with.
So he says, I will not make that mistake.
Moses used to come
complaints.
He would stop.
He moves because of complaints. They slowed the journey
because of talking.
And in the church of Jesus Christ today, we have those Israelites. You are slowing us. Shut up. Because we must move on to the promised place. Harriet, I don't know. Harriet, is it okay if I call you Harriet? Because if you sue me, I'm sure during that time there were people that were probably saying,
it won't happen. It won't happen. It won't happen.
You know, when I go to visit the sick, I don't usually go with other people. Except him, because I think we understand each other. Because they are not wearing faces like you are the one who is in the mortuary already. Moses knew, rather Joshua knew, that if I allow these people to speak, they will discourage us. Because walking around the wall is not an easy matter. You don't even know where you're going, just walking around. So he says, no way! You shall not speak. You shall not voice out anything. You shall just walk. Come on, tell somebody, just walk. Hey, why did you leave that? The only people that were allowed to do something was the one that were blowing the trumpet. And it must have been very soothing music. And the people were only to obey. Hello, you still with me? Number one, communication. Number two, comply. Number three, impossibilities become possibilities through confidence. Here is what Joshua says. Give me Joshua, the same chapter 6 and verse 20 and 21.
Joshua chapter 6 verse 20 and 21.
So the people, when the trumpet had been sounded, so the people shouted when the priest blew the trumpets. And it happened when the people heard the sound of the trumpet, and the people shouted with a great shout, that the wall did what? Fell down, flat. Then the people went up into the city, every man straight before him. When Joshua told them, all you need to do is shout. When I tell you to shout, it's the confidence in the shout. Amen. So when instructions are issued in the house of God, your responsibility is to comply and to gain confidence as a result of the utterance that has been given to you. On the basis of that utterance, have confidence. Are you listening? Hey, Bishop, what's that scripture says? Believe the prophet and blah blah blah. What does it say? And the prophet will prosper. Have confidence. Shake somebody and say, have confidence in the instruction that you are given. Hey, I have just a few minutes. It's hard to imagine these children of Israel to believe that
just walking around the wall
ati ukushinguluka fye chibumba
6 times on 6 days
imiku mutanda inshiku mutanda
and 7 times on one day,
elio imiku chine lubali
and at the end of that to shout,
elio napanuma icho
and that
kusapunda
these 4 meter tall wall
ati fifi bumba ifishale fishale
and so
panga
thick will crumble flat.
ifya abano mutika fike sapo na fika
They
lambala
must have looked at that wall
bafire bali loleshe chibumba chilya
and said,
nokote
but because he has said it,
ata nomba pofen eusos nasosa
we'll keep walking.
twala twalira pofyo kwenda.
Were they tired?
bushe bali nakire
Yes, they were.
bali nakire
But confidence kept them moving.
lelo kushininkisha kwalengero kutia
Were they thirsty? Yes,
bushe
they
bali
were.
nechilaka bali nechilaka
But confidence.
lelo kushininkisha
Nabasosa.
ati nalanda twala chichita.
Cut a long story short.
Kuchefya iliashi
They shouted
bali pundile
and the wall came down.
nefi bumba fyali ponene.
You see, the problem
Ubwafya
was not the wall.
tabwali chibumba yo.
The problem
Ubwafya
was the people.
bwali bantu.
I don't know what you are facing today.
Nshishi wefyo mulero lenkana na
The
fyele.
problem
Ubwafya
is not what you are facing.
tefintu mulero lenkana.
Because in this life,
bantu muri ubwikashi
you have tribulation.
mukakwata
In
okupakatwa.
this life,
muri
you
ubwikashi
will have sickness.
mukakwata
In this
malwele.
life,
muri
you
ubwikashi
will have pain.
mukakwata
In this
okukalipwa.
life,
muri ubwikashi.
the problem is not the pain,
Ubwafya tebukaliyo
not the sickness,
tebulweleyo
not the war that you are facing.
tefi bumba mulero lenkana nafyo.
The problem
Ubwafya
is you.
buli ni mwe.
And so Joshua
Eri kairi Joshua
made sure
ali mweno
that
kuti
he eliminates the human element
afumyapo ububuntunse
so that those chaps,
pakuti aba bantu
if you like, for a lack of a better term,
pakumulandu wakukana kwateshiwiri sumaila
should
kubuntu
just do what they were asked to do blindly.
bafwile okukonka fye nokuchitefyo babebelenge empofu.
Walk. Now you tell me,
Nomba mulenjeba
when you have walked through a certain path
ili omwapitako munshira imo
for so many times,
imiku n'emiku
what happens to the ground?
finshi fichitika kumushiri
It wears out.
ilo bamukwaini nshirianaka.
Do you know why we put, when you build a house, you
mwalishi becho tubikiranga mwakule nganda
what do you call that? Either spoon gutter or just so that when the water is from the roof falls down, it shouldn't go to the ground. Because
bakuchamenshi ayale pona kumutenge yela pone na pamushiri amenshi epo yale pone na pale ani paka likwa
the foundation.
paka nakanishi umufula ukana
God, who is the
nini
master builder,
nombalesa uwa nikakula mukalamba
says walk round.
atila shingulukeni.
Walk round it
Shingulukeni
7 times.
imikuchina
On the
lubali
7th day,
babu
walk
shingulukeni
around
lubali
it
shingulukeni
7
imikuchina
times.
lubali
When the ground is
elio
wicked,
mushiri wanaka
it will fall.
kawa
And I shout.
elio bapunda.
Those guys, you know, they had a very huge tower in town,
bala bantu bali kwete
and the watchmen were
pakuwenako
watching.
n'abantu pamulupala baletamba
Atase,
ati look at those
balenda ukafye.
they are just going round the
The people who look at you,
abantu
who think you are wasting your time walking round,
okushinguluka
they will laugh at you
bakamisaka
walking round.
mulashinguluka
They will call you names
bakamita
walking
amazina
round.
mulashinguluka
They will describe you
bakaminenuna
walking round. They will
mulashinguluka
say you have no weapon.
takuli chanso
walking around.
Lero muleshinguluka.
And speak no word.
Because
you might discourage the brother.
Speak
no word. They walked around. And those guys, they
were laughing. They were laughing at them. Look at that one. Look at that one. Doesn't even have a proper body. Look at us. Look more than anybody.
Mind your business. And wait for the trumpet. Are you willing to walk today? I don't know what you are facing. But the Lord told me this morning that your walls, no matter how thick they are, no matter how high they are going to crumble flat. But I don't really care what you are going through. But the God that spoke says, walk around. Are you ready to walk around? To walk around your situation? Are you ready to walk around your sickness? Are you ready to walk around your trouble? Are you ready to walk around that which is pressing you down? Are you ready to walk around that wall that is standing between you and your promise? You came to this house today because God wants you to walk around it. God wants you to stop complaining. I told Pastor Julia, if my liver was in the show, but she feeds me offers. My offers, and this man is asking me, Bishop, are you going to eat? I said yes. Because I must walk around. And don't drink Coca-Cola because it makes your intestine black. It's a chemical. And I said to them, I'll walk around Coca-Cola.
Don't sleep, your head facing this side. Sleep facing this side. I'll walk around.
And she had no hope of marriage.
Who told you? Who told you? Who told you? That you never go to university? Who told you? You never see good. Who told you?
Some of you, this afternoon, you need to go to University of Zambia. You have no job, and you know the place where you must find a job. You need to go there tomorrow morning and walk around.
They have been told you never get married. You never get married. You will never see good.
You will never see any good.
You will never tawakamone pwefisuma shinguluka. You will never bear. You will never bear children. You will never bear children. Shinguluka.
In
your life, you will never handle a million kwacha.
It's time to walk around your situation because God says, I am able to do much more exceedingly above what you are able to think. You don't even answer them.
What are you doing?
You are waiting for the trumpet. I say your trumpet call is coming. Your trumpet call is coming. Your trumpet call is coming. Your trumpet call is coming.
But now it's over.
You look at them
and
walk away. To go and walk around.
You write down somewhere.
Watch them.
It's over. Then you start going around it. You never handle good money.
Pastor Julia.
She's got money. Vatican.
Stop complaining.
Lekeni ukuirishanya.
I came to tell you that you can enter your Jericho. But stop complaining. Only comply and do what God says you must do. I don't know how many of you are ready now. Are you ready now? God has the power to help you.
Do you hear that? They
had 7 times.
Your legs should be so. You just walk with flat shoes.
Buy that 6-inch heel
and
he put it
here 6-inch. No kuishinguluka. Atinka kufuala bushiku bumu. You never do anything. Write it down. Write that word down. You never do anything good. And go around it. If there was no one who had malaria, there was no one who had TB, there was no one who had chest, no one had diarrhea, there was no one who had sick of anything.
Are you ready for your miracle? I don't know what is standing between you. That man walk around.
If you know where they live, yeah.
They walked. They walked
quietly. Tondolo.
They walked
quietly.
Waited for the trumpet.
Are
you ready for that trumpet? Just give me a foretaste. I want something sharp. That's better. I don't have the whole day. But God told me, you will shout. And your wall is going to crumble. And you will come back in this house to testify. My walls have fallen. That's why God told them, each man at the position where they hear the trumpet, they must walk in, because the possession was going to be personal. There was no my
husband, let's go.
Each one for himself. And God for us all. A testimony
at home.
Your wall is crumbling. Your wall is crumbling. Your wall is crumbling. I said your wall. Are you ready? You came here this morning because you needed God. You didn't just come to worship. You didn't just come to have church. But you came because there is that wall. Let me invite such a one to come. Now. The walls are crumbling down. I said the walls are crumbling down. I said the walls are crumbling down. Here's what we're going to do. Please listen to me. I know this is very hard for me to do. But we are going to follow the instructions of the word. These chairs in between here, they represent that war of yours. Hello? Not the people here. But this area represents that. And we are on the last day of the walking around 6 days. And we are going to walk around here 7 times. And no one says anything. You know what your war is. You know what your trouble is. You know what must crumble. And then I will give the signal for the trumpet to sound. All the instruments here must roll. And you will shout. And keep shouting until I tell you to stop. And
where the trumpet will find you,
you stand there just and begin to shout. Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you ready for the shout? I am not Joshua, but I stand in the place of Joshua as he receives that instruction. First round. Let's go.